we're not going to get through there.
Hopefully by now you'll have realised the importance of clear directions to this place.
Let's show you around.
Hi, welcome to the channel and our series on camper airs in the UK. If you are looking for safe, simple, cheap and beautiful places to park up in your camper or motorhome in the UK, then this is the series for you. Today we are visiting Ponstycyth in the county of Brecon in South Wales. Let's see what it has to offer. It can be tricky to find this air, so we suggest that you switch your sat-nav off and follow Graham's instructions coming up now.
So I'll try and keep these directions as simple as possible. Firstly, you need to get yourself into the village of Hefan. The A4054 goes right through the village, and there's a junction off of that A4054, and it's called the Vaynor Road. So you take the Vaynor Road, which should be signposted to a place called Trefechan, and you stay on that road for 2.9 miles.
After 2.9 miles, you arrive at Ponstycyth. Just drive a few hundred yards up the road and take a turn to the right. Look out for the red letterbox at Penny Garn. Drive down to the end of the estate as far as you can. You can't go wrong, it's right at the bottom. And as you can see, we've arrived. But before we show you around the Aire, there are a couple of things to be mindful of when you drive here.
I'm going to briefly show you what happened to us when we were using Google Map SatNav. As we approached the bridge, it became quite obvious that it wasn't going to be straightforward. As you can see, it looks very narrow, but the problem was that I couldn't straighten the van up. I think widthways it would have fitted, but there was no way was I going to be able to get the van pointing straight at the bridge, because the entrance was on a bend. So here a 3-point turn was needed. I mean, if I could get straight I could go there.
There's a car coming down. So after that failed attempt, we check the sat-nav and try a second option.
I couldn't believe it. As we came round the bend, the road we needed was closed. A quick manual look at the map, I could see the road to the left would take me to the right location. And what would be the problem? Before long, at the bottom of this hill, we reach another problem. This is a hairpin bend, but not any hairpin bend. There's a pretty adverse camber, which I'm pretty sure Merlin would ground on. But I'm going to get out and have a look. It's not looking good. Not only is the bend pretty tight, but just further down the road there's another bridge, just like the first one we had to reverse out of. I don't think this is going to work. I think we need to turn round and go back. But right here there's no option of a 3-point turn, so I've got to reverse up the hill. This is getting quite frustrating. After being misled by the Google SatNav a couple of times, I make the decision to phone Connie, who's the owner of the Aire, and she gives me some decent directions as to the best way of approaching it, which is the directions that you saw earlier. So I urge you to follow those directions, not Google SatNav.
Is that it?
Yeah.
This bit? So we got here safely in the end, and it's a glorious afternoon at Hefan Air.
I'm going to have to get the levelling ramps out, I think.
Parking at Hefan Farm is on grass, and even though it's been dry for a few weeks, we noticed that the ground is still fairly soft. So we try a couple of spots to get Merlin level. It's digging into the ground. But eventually we get Merlin parked up and he's nice and level. Is that enough? Is it about that much?
And finally we're set up and able to enjoy the beauty of the area. We are just on the edge of the Brecon Beacons at a place called Hefan, and as I said earlier, it's a Campervan Air. And the location of the Aire is in South Wales in the United Kingdom. So we're going to show you around, see what you think of it, show you the facilities here.
And we'll put the spelling up as well, because it's not how it's written, isn't how it sounds.
No.
Yeah.
I did practice that, so hopefully it's right.
You did it beautifully. Would you like to say it again?
Hefan.
Hefan.
Hefan, yeah.
Hefan. Yeah, beautiful so far, but we won't tell you too much.
In fact, Hefan means, in Welsh, it means peace.
Say that again, because I interrupted you.
In fact, Hefan in Welsh means peace. So this is Hefan Farm, so it's Peace Farm, I suppose. I suppose that's how it works.
What a lovely name. We could all do with a bit more peace in our life. Goodness knows.
Let's show you around.
It's important to remember it's a working farm, and on our visit there were lots of lambs to see, and spring was definitely in the air. We take a walk down the lane to pay the farmer. It's £10 a night, so obviously £20 for our 2 nights, and they do prefer cash if possible. It's important to be aware that there are about 4 large dogs on the farm, and on our visit they were actually roaming free. They seemed quite friendly, but if you're not big on dogs, it's important for you to know this. It can be tricky to find the black waste disposal, so we found David the farmer, who showed us where to empty our cassette. You literally take a cover off a drain. There isn't actually a sign to show where it is. It's quite basic, it's literally just a drain pipe in the ground. And that's perfectly suitable for us, as we only ever use eco-chemicals in Merlin anyway. There's a handy water tap in the field where you park up, and in fact, as you can see, there's a hose, so if you want to fill your van directly, you can. It's in close proximity to Merlin. Just to be clear, there is no electric hookup in this field.
Grey waste isn't a problem for us, as we have a 45 litre tank and I can dispose of that easily at home. If you can't do that, I'm sure the farmer will let you use the black waste point. The mobile phone signal is very good on O2 and Tesco's Mobile, and we also got a good signal for our Smarty SIM so that we could use the van Wi-Fi.
There is no bin in the field, so we utilised the bin in the nearby park. As there's only one bin there, we took our recycling home. While we're talking about the park, it's a really great area if you've got children, with lots of things for them to do, as you can see. It's also dog friendly. You can take dogs in there, we did check with a person. As you can see, they really do care about the environment here by growing lots of wildflowers to protect the bees. Across the valley you can see the Brecon Mountain Railway, which we're hoping to visit while we're here. Well, let's go and see what one of the local pubs is like. So, you've got a thirst, have you?
Yes, I got a thirst for a pint of beer or Guinness, I'm not sure what yet.
And there's the red cow in the distance. It's always nice to see Graham doing his bit for the local economy. Enjoying your beer?
Yes, very nice actually.
Well, I've never seen one of these at a pub before. You can charge your e-bike. So there's a charger for your bike and also a charger for your heart.
We didn't try food this first evening at the Red Cow, as Ellie had already prepared our dinner. The other pub, which is called the Butcher's Arms, was also open. It was only open for drinks, as the restaurant is not open until Wednesday. Both pubs are within 100 yards of each other. Here is one of my drone shots of the village of Ponstickler. As you can see, both pubs and, of course, the reservoir in the background. The Brecon Mountain Railway runs along the far side of the reservoir.
Should you wish to leave your van parked up, there is a bus service in the village. It's the number 24 and it goes to the nearby town of Merthyr Tydfil. There are public toilets there and a book exchange, which is perfect for those wet days. There is also a very useful map. As you can see, we've got the place to ourselves and it's very, very peaceful. I love our neighbour for the night. Look at that tail. Glad the dogs haven't seen it. It's beautiful. Is that the peacock?
Yep.
Well, that's the view out of the window. It's about 8 o'clock and we had a really comfortable night. It was so quiet and very dark. You could see all the stars. So yeah, very peaceful. Been a few people going to work from the farm, like 2 or 3 cars, I suppose, but nothing really, really peaceful. So yeah, seems like we got the place to ourselves though. I do wonder what happened to that peacock though. I think this Aire gets the thumbs up from Jazzy. And we're not getting a lot of trouble from these two either. The plan today is to go out for a walk and explore the local area. It's another glorious day and Maya doesn't look like she wants to go anywhere.
The plan is leaving the Aire and walking up to the edge of the reservoir to have a look at that. Then we're going to walk round to Ponstickle railway station and then onwards around the reservoir. Then we're going to try and have a nice lunch at the Red Cow. That's the plan.
On the way we pass the terminus for the bus that goes to Merthyr Tydfil. It's a fairly short walk to Ponstickle Reservoir. I have to say I find this type of spillway absolutely terrifying. We came here a few winters ago when the spillway was in full flow, as you can see in these photographs. I thought I was going to be sucked down into it like a giant plug hole. Luckily today it's dry. We quickly crossed the reservoir in time to see the Brecon Mountain Railway steam train arriving at the station. Quite an impressive sight. It doesn't stop on the outward journey, only on the return journey, so that everyone can visit the cafe. This is a really unusual cafe in that it's made out of carriages from the old trains. Beautiful. We decide to indulge, it has to be done. So we enjoy a nice cup of coffee each And Graham has I think a shortbread biscuit, and I enjoy a nice piece of rocky road. As it was such a hot day, we were both a little bit naughty and had an ice cream as well. Has to be done. Before we leave, I have one very important question, and that is how to pronounce the name of the station.
HOLMSTRÖM.
Lovely. It's such a lovely afternoon, and this is certainly a beautiful reservoir to walk along.
Well, it's been a beautiful and interesting walk. I think it's time now to get back to have something to eat at the pub.
And here we are, back at the Red Cow. Time to have something to eat. These girls look very expectant. Graham's looking forward to his pint of beer. He's got a chicken burger, chips and salad. And I've got a lentil shepherd's pie with peas and chips. Regarding the food, it was okay. It saved me having to cook, and that's something I'm always grateful for. It's always nice being back in Merlin for a cup of tea, and these are exceptionally special mugs.
We don't know who wants to start first. I'll start.
You start.
I'll start. It's our last night here, so we've been here for 2 nights, and yeah, it's our last night. So we're just going to let you know what we think of it. So where have we stayed? What's the name of this place?
Hefan. Hefan,
Well done, Gray.
I think is the pronunciation.
Thank you. Which means
Peace.
So we've stayed at Peace Farm, which is notice I take the easy option.
Hefan Farm, yeah.
Yes, which yeah, has been very peaceful, in fact. And in fact, I have to say that's probably the thing that I've liked the most about being here, is that it's very peaceful.
There's been nobody else here at all, has there?
No, and we're at the top of a hill, aren't we, Gray? So
yeah, I think we're 325 metres above sea level, so it's quite high.
yeah, we've had good phone signal and Wi-Fi and everything,
yeah,
so that's been
excellent.
really good. So if the weather did turn, at least you could watch TV or look at your phone or whatever you wanted to do. So that's been good. So yeah, for me, I think the peace has been lovely. It's just been tucked away at the top of a hill, really nice.
Yeah.
How about you, Gray?
Well, for me, I liked the idea that we're sort of central to everything, and everything's within walking distance. The 2 pubs, plenty of walks, as we've already mentioned, plenty of walks for us to do. We walked up to the reservoir today and then partly round it, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
And we went to, how do you pronounce the name of the station?
There's a lady who told
Pontykill.
it Pontykill, yeah, something like Pontykill, but there's a lady who said it, and we'll put that in here so you know exactly how it should be pronounced.
We're cheating. We get the
we'll
locals
get
to
a
do it.
proper Welsh lady to say it for us, and then maybe we'll have a go. HOLMSTRÖM. Yeah. So
It got us wanting to go on the Brecon Heritage train, didn't it?
It did, which in fact we're going to do tomorrow on our way home. And we'll probably put that out as a separate vlog, because it's not really a review of them.
But there's been we're central to everything here, well, everything that we want to do. There's a viaduct that we could have walked to, but we hadn't had time to do that, have we?
Yeah,
and poor little dogs have walked off their feet, really.
Yeah, they're quite elderly now. So yeah, it would be fair to say if you like walking and cycling, this is a lovely place to visit.
Yeah, definitely.
And as I say, this air has been incredibly peaceful as well, which suits us down to the ground. But we're nearly done. But before we go, we have one special shout out that we need to do, don't we, Gray?
Oh, they nearly scored then. Sorry, I'm sort of got half an eye on the football.
Oh, they nearly scored then. I don't know if that'll make the cut. Can you see this? And this is, it's going to be hard to show you the other side if I pick it up with my left hand.
I'm somewhere, I don't know where I am.
Which is something I often say, because it's often true. And one of our lovely subscribers or rather 2 of our lovely subscribers actually thought it was funny when I said that about a week or 2 back. And through the post, we got these 2 beautiful mugs.
Knew nothing about them. They suddenly arrived.
They arrived.
I thought, I don't remember ordering them.
No, it was a lovely surprise, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, it was.
So, thank you, David and Julie. A very nice thing to do to send us these mugs.
And they do have nice tea in them as well. They drink really nicely. Does that make sense? They make, you know, when you like a mug, when you have a
doesn't make you dribble at all or anything.
I don't say that when I've got a mouthful of tea. Thank you so much. It was a lovely, lovely, thoughtful thing. And what a nice surprise. Anyway, we better go now. End of the review. Time to go home.
Yeah, we're off home in the morning, aren't we?
We are, yeah. Hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, please make sure that you comment. Comments really do help to grow the channel, as well as subscribing. That would be amazing, because we really do want to get this series of airs off the ground, because it's helping so many people. They seem to, you know, it really helps the airs to want to keep going, because often what happens, we put a vlog out and those airs then become very popular.
I've had a couple of requests from people asking how to use the search for sites to see the camper airs. So I might do a vlog on that separately, because it's a little bit hard to explain unless you've got screenshots and actually doing it on the screen at the same time.
Let us know if
that would be useful, how to filter out the camper airs from everything else, because Search for Sites has a wonderful search facility that you can narrow right down, and I can show you how to do that if it's of interest to people.
And if there's anything else, in fact, that you want us to include in reviews, make sure you let us know that as well, because we want it to be as helpful as possible to people using it.
Yeah.
Anyway, till next time, I think that's about it, isn't it, Gray?
Yes.
He's going back to his football, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my nice cup of tea.
To conclude, what do you get for your £10 at Hefan Farm? You get beautiful views, good mobile coverage, a drain for black waste, fresh water, a safe place to park on grass, local attractions, places to eat, and a quiet dog-friendly location. And would we come back here again? Yes, we definitely would. Thanks for watching Wizard in the Wild. Hope you found this vlog on Camper Airs useful. Let us know in the comments what you thought and if you have any questions. Please hit the like and subscribe button to support the channel. And don't forget to ding the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Look out for future Camper Air reviews coming up soon on Wizard in the Wild.